I'm praying to God you can't hear that. Can you hear them sanding? You can probably hear them sanding. Okay. Hi YouTube friends, welcome back. If you haven't already, I'm going to list it down below. Go watch the part 1 of the back to school haul. I've been doing a lot of shopping and all of this stuff is different than what the Target haul was a couple of weeks ago. So I've gone to Lakeshore, a little Amazon, some Target, and some IKEA and Michael's and Dollar Tree. So I want to show you guys some things that I got and hopefully they're still available. Guys, if you can hear them sanding next door, I am so sorry. They bought the house next door and they completely gutted the entire thing. And they're really great people, but it's loud from 7 o'clock in the morning until like 9 o'clock at night every day. Can you hear it? Sorry. So anyway, I can hear them sanding and I know they just put new flooring yesterday. It's been a long day, but I am so sorry if that's distracting. But anyway, let's jump into the cool stuff that we got and hopefully they're gonna stop sanding soon. Okay, so the first thing I got at Lakeshore were borders. I did some burlap borders in my classroom, but to be honest, the burlap borders were stinky. And so I didn't want to do the whole classroom with that in case the smell. I'm burping, they're sanding. It's just a great video. I didn't want to do the whole classroom in burlap, so I did buy a bunch of black and white and then just completely white, and I think I'm going to double layer the borders and then do either black for the background or the wood for the background. So I got a bunch of those. I think I got 3 of the white ones and 3 of the black ones, and that was the only reason I went into Lakeshore. And I still have a large bag here. I try not to get a bunch of things at Lakeshore because I do use them for Donors Choose projects. So I have the habit of getting really excited for something and putting it in a Donors Choose project, and then I really want it, so I can't wait, and then I buy it anyway, and then I have duplicates. So I just made sure I didn't buy any of those things. So one thing I did buy that I've had my eye on for a while are these no-spill paint cups. I don't plan on using them for the kiddos actually doing them with painting. Here, let's open them up. I had another teacher that I work with bought these and she really liked them and said it was totally worth the 10 bucks. I think it was 12 bucks and it was 20% off. Their whole store is 20% off right now. So it has a little opening so the kids can technically put their brushes in here and then close it when they're done. I don't plan on using it for kids actually painting inside the cups. My goal would be, here, they have the black one already done. They have the cup on the, they have the lids screw on, and what I like is that I'm not going to waste paint. I have a really bad school hoarding issue and I hate throwing things away. So when I dump a red paint onto a paper plate and then I can't get it back into the bottle, I don't want to waste that. So I'll be able to use these to put the extra paint in until we're ready to do that again. I don't do a lot of art projects, but when I do, I sound like the Dos Equis guy. I don't do a lot of art projects, but when I do, they suck. I hate painting. I shouldn't say hate, I don't use that word. I don't like painting, but I'm hoping that these will make painting a little bit easier, so totally worth the 12 bucks. The other thing I bought from Lakeshore were birthday crowns. These were the same ones I used last year and I have leftover, but that's just why I went with this pattern. If you guys want, I can do a whole video on how I handle birthdays. I probably have a little bit different of opinion on them than other people do, but birthday crowns for the birthday kiddo. Another thing that I bought was another timer. I use these guys, I actually use them as timeout timers. So if you guys want, I can do a behavior management video, but after many, many steps, eventually if a kiddo just needs time in another classroom just to get their work done or just kind of compose themselves. We do trade kiddos for behavior. So I can give the timer to a kid and they're gonna walk right next door to another classroom to do their 5 minutes of a timeout. Sorry, I'm sitting in the sun, it's super hot. Okay, so this is the last thing I bought at Lakeshore. And it was the last one. And the woman said she didn't know if they had all in black, but she didn't think that they were gonna get any of these back in before the 20% off sale was done. So I just bought the colored ones. And I might just put some cardstock behind it because I really don't like primary colors. I don't use primary colors in my classroom. But I really like these. They're magnetic on the back, so they stick on. And then there's papers that go in here. And I like these for turn-in bins. So if you're doing daily 5 or some type of rotation, if you guys want, I can do a video on how I do my rotations with my kids. When they're completed, when they're finished with work, they can put the work back in here. So I know I know who does which stations at which times because of popsicle sticks. So then I can see, oh, so-and-so chose to go do word work. Let me see what they chose to do for word work. Because kindergartners have a really hard time putting their names on things sometimes. So this is helpful for me. So I picked these guys up and hopefully I'm gonna change the colors of those. Inside here, I just have one thing. Oh, I have one thing from Target in here. I saw a teacher on Instagram, and I can't think of what her handle is, but something with 4th grade, but she's really awesome. She actually sent me something that she had on her Instagram, and it was a Game of Thrones thing, and I loved it, and so she sent it to me so I could make one, which I really appreciate. And she did some vinyl writing on her pencil pouch, and I love that, so I bought some vinyl stuff to work with on my Cricut. So that is gonna be used for me. This guy is from IKEA, and I think I had said in a previous video that my custodian said that I could put curtains up this year. So I bought some lace curtains, and I bought some, oh, it's sitting right here. This is one thing I've gotten from Amazon. Some Fire Guard flame retardant spray, and it has a little seal that says State of California Fire Marshal. And so if I put something like this up, I have to have it sprayed. So that is going to be on my to-do list after I finish filming today, is get these guys sprayed so that I can get them hung up. And hopefully it turns out the way I want it to in my brain, but we shall see. So the Lakeshore bag is empty. I went back to another Target, and this was in my part 1 video, but I bought another one because I wanted to do a giveaway. So I think I'm gonna do a 500 Instagram followers giveaway or something like that. I got the redone, READUNN mug. I got some flare pens, just some teacher essentials, and I bought another one of these. In the meantime, I have some Dollar Tree things in here. I bought these little face scrubs. I had spent a lot of money on dry erase board erasers, and they got trashed. The last 2 years, I'd say I've had some kiddos that were really hard on my materials and who couldn't use technology anymore and who were not allowed basically to be unsupervised because they just, I mean, literally breaking keyboards in half type behavior. So a lot of my things have been destroyed, and I got tired of spending a lot of money on certain things that were getting ruined. So these guys, 3 for $1, I can stick them in the washing machine, and then at the end of the year, they'll go right in the trash can. I'm totally fine with spending that kind of money. So those are in here until we go back to my classroom and I can give them their real home. The next thing I bought, when I move over to Target stuff, was a new teacher's bag. I like the black. I wear black every single day. It's my thing. I was actually using my teacher bag as a carry-on at the airport. And you know when you like scurry down the tunnel thing and you're just trying to get out of everyone's way? Well, of course, at that moment, my teacher's bag handle broke and there was no fixing it. So I'm like walking through, I think it was an LAX, like the LAX airport with my carry-on like this so that I could just get out of everybody's way. So there was no choice. I had to get a new teacher's bag, and this was kind of the best option that Target had. I like the pouches. We'll have to see how I organize all my stuff. I can do a teacher bag video for the start of the year. that might be fun. And then do a one like at the like cutoff time before Christmas break so we can see how trashed it actually gets. So here is the new teacher's bag that I got. The rest of the stuff I put in a milk crate. I got these jars from the Dollar Spot, and yes, I know it's not the Dollar Spot anymore, but it will forever be in the Dollar Spot. In my heart, I made quick labels for them. I hate them. I don't know why I did this. I literally did this at like midnight one night. These I gotta go. Plus, I painted the inside, and it's already cracked, and that like upsets me because it was really expensive paint that I used for this. So honestly, these just might be going in the trash because I did not get what I wanted out of those. I also bought some burlap, and I have a vision for this. I don't know if it's going to work yet, so I'm not going to tell you what it is, but hopefully it is going to work. Then I went to IKEA. While I was at IKEA, I bought some of these guys. I think they might be used for some station work, so I bought 6 of them just in case. And I think they were 90 cents, so I don't mind spending 90 cents in case I use it. The other thing I bought at IKEA were picture frames. So I got some 5x7s and some 4x6s. I have no pictures in my classroom. I don't have any pictures of my husband or my daughter or my dogs or my students. So I definitely want to make an effort to have pictures around, make it more homey for them. So my goal today, also after I'm done spraying those, is to run to Walmart and get some pictures printed for these guys. I'm like running out of space over here. I bought another thing of stickers. It was $1. I'm a kindergarten teacher. Kids will do anything for a sticker. Can never have too many. I bought some more clips. There's no reason for me to be buying any more of these. I have so many. I really like Michael's, their selection of clips, but just in case, I do a lot of sub work with clips, and then those ones always seem to disappear. So I picked up some extra ones. At the Dollar, oh, there's another IKEA thing. At the Dollar Tree, they had a couple of these bins. I grabbed all the white ones. I can't remember what the other color was, but it wasn't something that I was too keen on. So I grabbed a couple of these. I haven't decided how they're going to be used yet. It already has black dog hair over it. So I grabbed those just in case. Are you shocked to see these? I cleaned them out of these again. I don't know why. I literally have about 200 of these. Don't tell my husband that. I looked for them for a year after, I think it was Misfit, or I can't remember. Somebody had these last year and I had never seen them, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I searched for a year for Target to have these. So every time I see them, I pick them up. I don't want to be without them. I picked up another container in the jewelry section of Michael's for their erasers, and I bought another set of erasers for each one. I use these as counters for math stations and other things, and so can never have enough of these. I think I said in the first video, I bought these for math. I need to still label these. I think that's on my to-do list. My to-do list today is just growing. So I think these guys still need to be labeled, but I have 2 sets of them. So if I'm working with students, these ones will probably be just for small group work. So I can have one, and then if I have a parent helper in the classroom, they can have one as well. While I was at IKEA, I got some drapes and the poles, and those are just the things that goes at the end of the poles. More spray paint. This is another Amazon thing, and I know it's so random, but it is a temperature gun. So you aim it at whatever you want to take its temperature at. And it says I'm 102 degrees. Actually, since the floor is 91 degrees. So anyway, we do this for some kindergarten science standards, next generation science standards. We do some weather things. So we use these guys. So I bought 2 more of those. A brand new crayon box. These guys, I don't know where the lid for this is, but you see these all, here it is. You see these all the time in Target and in Walmart. Some of them have the curved edges and some of them have the straight edges. And I love these. I use these for all my cabinet games. My room is littered with these. And then, I don't even know where it is. The little pouch goes on and they can tell what is in the tub. So I bought a bunch of these. These are just always round. In the Target dollar section, they had some of these guys. I was actually at Lakeshore and they were talking to me about the magnetic pouch papers that I just showed you. And because we were talking about colors, and she's like, oh, we have these dry erase pouches for kinder kiddos, and we have them in black if you want those. And I want to say theirs were like $5 a piece. And I didn't have the heart to tell her that Target had these for $1. So I have a couple already that I used for math centers, but I didn't think it could hurt to get some more. So I got 4 in the purple and 4 in the blue. And I got these ones at the Arizona Target. Also, at my Target, I got 26 of the pronged paper in white. I got 26 of the black prong paper ones, and then I got 26 of the plastic yellow. These ones are for the homework. They have the prong in them, so these go back and these ones are for homework, so these go back and forth every day. And the black ones are for the writing folders. They're Lucy Calkins writing folders, and the white ones are for their work that stays at their desk. Now this guy I have not seen anywhere except in my mom's Arizona Target. This guy I love for your kiddos, and I'm sure we all have 1 or 2 of them that come in and you're not really sure quite what to do with them. And I have had kiddos, at least one every single year, who have some behavior problems and need a little TLC. And I think that this little attitude behavior thing is going to be awesome. I'm already trying to figure out how it's going to look in my room. They only had one. I've been looking since to see if any other Targets have one, but I think this is awesome. Just a little one-on-one RTI thing for a kiddo who needs a little TLC. Now this next guy, I passed up when my husband was with me in Target, and he's like, you should get that. And I was like, I cannot sit here and do this for every single kid on the first day of school. That is not practical. But then the more I thought about it, the more I thought that it might be cool to do something on the computer and have it blown up and put in the text boxes for each kiddo. So I think I might do that instead. They had 2 options that I've seen for this one, and the other one, the boxes were a little smaller. So I thought that this might work for the first day of school. This I found, I think I'm going to use some vinyl lettering and put this on the back of my door so you can see it inside the classroom. I have another wreath that I'm working on in the garage that I think is going to be for the front of the classroom. I got more little tabby things. Don't make fun. I got more of these, and I know I don't need them. Like literally, there's no reason. I have bought probably about 25 of each of the alphabet and of the numbers, but for some reason I'm like obsessed with this, and I can think of so many ways that these could be used. When I was in Lakeshore, I want to say theirs were $7.99 for a set, and I mean, you can't really beat $1. I know the magnetic quality is not the greatest, but it's $1. What do you expect? And I have so many that if they break, life will go on. So I bought even more of these guys. And then this was from the Dollar Tree. And I don't know, I can never find these at like a normal store, but these are the jumbo Ziploc bags. I wish that there were more bags in here, but that's okay. I like to put, I create a little baggie at the beginning of the year with extra papers that parents get at the beginning of the year, just because sometimes I have some movers. Once in a while, I'll have a class that has a lot of military kiddos, and so sometimes we get movers. And so I like to create moving bags. So that's what these jumbo ones are used for. And I find those at the Dollar Tree. And then, you guys, I think I'm almost done. I think I'm down to my last thing. I bought these guys at Michael's, and I got 4 of them. And I know everyone has seen these on Instagram and Target, and again, it's covered in hair, but I love that it's another option for flexible seating. It seems to be the buzzword for this year, and I like the colors. They had a couple other colors, but I thought that these ones would be best, and a kiddo can take them and go work anywhere they want in the classroom if they're gonna get their work done. So I think I have done enough damage for now between the Hobby Lobby and Target haul and these 2 videos. I think I'm good for school supplies for a little while, at least until I go into another Target. All right, so I'm gonna sign off, and hopefully I'll have another video, guys, for you this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe so that I can get you guys more videos. Let me know in the description, or let me know in the comment section what kind of things you guys got for your kids, and if I missed anything that was a must-have. All right, guys, thanks.